Hey, it's Whitney, and welcome back to the Flourish Right Now podcast. In today's episode, I'm going to go over day 24 and day 25. This is going to be a really quick episode. I'm still doing my paper decluttering right now, so day 24 is going to reflect that. So let's jump right into it. For day 24, I decluttered paper. And this is interesting because literally all the paper I decluttered today, it was 15 plus items. All of the paper were the same thing. They were literally automotive service receipts. So every time we got an oil change, every time we got maybe a tire rotation, just anything we got serviced on our car at the actual dealership, that's what these receipts came from. And there were years of receipts. So we just had a ton of them. I was like, what in the world? Like they were upstairs in that crate that I was telling you guys about a few days ago. So for day 25, which is today, in that crate, um, this was a joint effort between me and my husband. Some of the items were mine, and then some of the items were some of the things we owned together, and then a few of the items were actually his. And he wanted to join in on the decluttering challenge, so I gave him something easy, which was the crate upstairs, because I felt like most of the stuff was his to begin with, but I didn't realize some of the things were actually mine as well, and some of the things were jointly. So I could have actually probably decluttered it myself. But a win is a win. He had some things in there that he needed to put to the side to decide what he wanted to do with them. So for this, we have, let me see, these are going to be 14. These are going to actually be, wow, I'm down to the grain, y'all. So this is going to be 8 plus items. And I'm just going to count the first 8 items, and then all the other items I don't feel like I need to count, because at this rate, 8 is the highest number left on my sheet. Okay, so number 1 is a some type of oil filter. Um, Item 2 is 2 combs. Item 3 is some type of miscellaneous item. Item 4 is, I'm not sure if this is some type of chip that belonged to a electronic, or could have been with a soldering kit or something we may have had. I'm not sure. But anyways, I don't know what it is. My husband doesn't know. So it automatically hit the decluttering pile. Item number 5 is another miscellaneous item that we have no idea what it goes to. Item number 6 is an old pencil sharpener. Item number 7 is this long black um, bag. I think it may have been used. I don't think it was for a tripod, but it's similar to the length of a tripod bag, but I'm not sure that's what it was for. I think it was for something else. It had a strap. Item number 8 is a thing of brake fluid. And like I said, this crate has been sitting up there for a couple years. So yeah, this stuff is like old. Okay, and then items past the 8 is another miscellaneous item. We have another miscellaneous item. I have no idea what it is. Then we have a clear cap that goes like on a spray bottle. Then there is a small thing of glue, like a very tiny thing of glue. I'm thinking this may have gone to an arts and crafts set, but I'm not really sure. Um, the next item is a, what is this? Oh, it's a glass lens cleaner, not like a lens cleaner for your um eyeglasses, but like the same material. This is probably like for your screen, or it had glass on it, so just for glass in general. The next item is writable tabs. Then we have a box of staplers, which we have a ton of these already. So they just, there's no use for them. Like we're not even getting through the ones we have. So that's going to go to the donation. Then we have this empty lithium um, packaging. Next, we have a Las Vegas keychain. The next item is a black long tube with a metal ring on the end. This is interesting. The next two items are fish, um, I think like fish water bowl cleaner or maintainer or something like that, which is interesting because we haven't had fish in so long. And when my husband came across this, he was like, but we may get fish again. I'm like, no, we're not. We're not getting fish. You've had your chance with fish. We both had our chance with fish, and that's just it. We already have a pet. I don't want an additional pet, even if it is a bowl of fish. Because when we did have fish, um, it was just the only fish that really survived for a long time. And it was like this fish just disappeared one day. I can't remember the name of it, but it's that fish that kind of just sits in the bowl and barely moves. I can't remember what we called him, but he just kind of sits in the bowl and barely moves. Just a very chill type fish. He was like the only one survived. The rest of our fish were just like not making it for some reason, and I'm not sure why. And I just kind of got to the point where I just feel really bad. you know so we had that fish for a while, and then I kid you not, I don't know what happened. It's just like the fish up and disappeared one day out of the blue. I have no idea where it went. It didn't leave a trace or anything. It was just in the fish bowl that night. And then the next day, the fish had gone. And by that time, it had grew pretty big. So I don't know what happened. Okay, the next item is actually some broken pieces of wood. And I love this item because where I when I used to work, my coworker created this. This was handmade, and I just thought it was so beautiful. It was actually a little wood ornament that went on our tree, and they made this by hand. So, and they made like a ton of them, and it was just so cute. So I was so sad. And it was very lightweight too. So I was sad when I found this and it had broken. And then the last item looks like it's like something off of a piece of packaging. So that's literally the all the items I have for the decluttering list. And just for a recap, for day 24, that is 15 plus items, and day 25, that is 8 plus items. Thank you all for tuning in. Um, I really appreciate you listening. And as I'm getting down to the last bit of the last few days of the challenge, we have about 5 days left. As I'm getting down to the very end, I am just feeling really happy about it. And as you can see, a lot of the episodes have been like multiple episodes together, and that's really because I'm getting down to low numbers, so it's not that much to go over. And then too, as well, I'm finding myself not wanting to maybe sit down and record every day, but that just comes, it just depends on the day and how I'm feeling. But anyways, that's a wrap. That's the end of this episode. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to finishing off the next 5 days with you all.